weekend, and we fixed things up a little bit. So you're noticing a new camera angle. We have all new cameras. We messed around with the lights a little bit as well, and hopefully the audio is just a little more crisp. But before I introduce my guest to my right, because I switched chairs, Tanner, hit him with the intro.
What up, boss? Welcome to the Mac City Morning Show.
Yeah, it's not bad. Okay, and we're back. Okay, once again, Elliot Pierre, but I have a guest to my right. As you know, I don't introduce the guests because they can always do a better job than I. So, sir, how are you doing today? Let the people at home know who you are, what you do, what you're all about. This is your 15 seconds of fame to get things started off.
Thanks, Elliot. Good morning. I am Karam. I own McMurray Denture Centre, and that's pretty much
it.
That's a great intro.
All right, there you go. All right, well, Karam, first and foremost, thank you for being here today. Definitely appreciate it. So first and foremost, before we get started, we definitely are going to talk about your business, but you fall into the same category of me and Tanner.
That's right.
Where are you born and raised?
Right here. Born and raised, Fort Mac.
That is awesome. Born Hospital Hill.
That's right.
Probably delivered by KP Wong.
Exactly.
I know you were.
Yep.
Yeah, he delivered all of us. I think he was the only one for years here
Pretty
in town.
much, yeah.
Okay. So born and raised boy, let's start from the beginning. What was your elementary school? Sorry.
Clearwater High School. Clearwater School.
Clearwater
School.
School.
Right by the river there.
Okay. Now, Clearwater School, I don't think that's there anymore.
I think it's school district or something now.
Yeah,
something
district office. That's right,
yeah.
For the public school board.
The school board, correct.
Okay. And after you finished school there, where was the next stop for you?
We went to Comp. At high school, and I graduated in Westwood.
Okay.
Yep.
That's an interesting move. What was the reason for the switch there?
Courses. I needed 4 courses that they only offered at Westwood at that one semester, so I had to go get them all.
Really?
Correct.
How did that make you feel switching over later in the high school?
It was kind of weird. But, but hey.
No doubt. Yeah, Comp was. I'm not gonna lie. I went to Merck. Comp was kind of rough.
Growing up rough teaches you things, man.
Yeah, I know. We were nervous to go down there to mess with those guys.
Yeah. Us guys.
Yeah, yeah. We used to. I remember playing basketball and being like, "Oh, you got to go to play down at Comp today." I'm like, "Oh man!" Like you felt the nerves when you were going down there for sure.
Yeah, you needed a helmet to go into high school.
That's exactly it.
No, it's. But here now, it's a great high school.
Yeah, it was always a great high school. It's just they had that reputation.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
And so for your switch to go from Comp to Westwood, like you didn't even go to Merck to get the middle ground. You went rough to preppy right away.
Straight up. Yep.
That's awesome. So growing up in Fort McMurray, I think my biggest pet peeve is people say there's nothing to do here. As locals, we know there's things to do. So you've been here for so long. You have a family here. What do you guys like to do in your free time in this community?
You adjust, anyways. It's nothing. It's not that there's nothing to do. There's always something to do anywhere you go. Free time, depending on what season you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about the depths of winter because that's where we're in right now.
Winter. The best thing to do is stay home and stay warm. But if you like the snow, you go out. There's a lot of things to do.
Yeah. And in the summertime, what keeps you guys busy here?
Just going out to the lake, going out to the river, fishing, chilling with the family.
Yeah.
Families, if there wasn't COVID, but just like I said, it's more of a family-oriented town. I love it.
Okay. Now, I used to do a little bit of fishing when I was a kid, and you can stay in town, so we all had our little fishing spots. Where in town do you fish?
A fisherman never reveals his spot, man. But again, I'm not a fisherman.
Yeah.
I like to fish.
I love it. I love that response.
The Snai and behind Walmart Canadian Tire, there's a couple spots there. We've tried the water treatment plant and waterways, but the nice sit-down area is, I believe, the Snai.
Right. Yeah. I like the water treatment plant, but I agree with you. The scenery is not always as nice.
True.
I just found like I had better luck catching something there. But,
yeah.
So Now let's switch into your organization. You're, I think, the third or fourth entrepreneur that's been here since we started the show last week. So let's hear a little bit about your spot. What's it all about?
McMurray Denture Centre. We fabricate dentures. It's pretty simple. I've been doing this since 2004. That's when I graduated. I started with McMurray Denture Centre at that time. My internship went to. We moved from Peter Pond Mall to where we are now. In 2006, I believe I left there 2008 just for a while to do something on my own. I went to Dickwood, and a few years later, back to McMurray Denture Center.
Okay,
And
right
I've
on.
been there since 2013.
Okay.
Yep.
Now there's a difference between a dentist and a denturist.
Correct.
So can you please explain what that difference is to me?
Okay. Well, actually, there's not a lot of similarities. We both work in the dental field, but it's a whole different path. Dentists work with natural stuff, natural gums, natural teeth. Denturists, artificial. We make artificial teeth. Simple as that. Yeah. I get a lot of friends that say, "Hey, I got a crown that fell off. Can you glue it back on?" And like, I don't do that. But you're a denturist. Well, yeah, I'm a denturist. Uh, we make false teeth. You have a gap in your teeth, we'll fill it up basically.
Okay. Now, you and me have spoken about this topic a bit, and I find it quite interesting because I knew nothing about it. The only thing I knew about dentures was my grandma, when I was younger, used to tell me her teeth were like the stars. They came out at night. So, but there was a bunch of things that you were explaining to me in regards to if you do have dentures, how they need to be replaced so often, and there's certain health issues that could come up if your teeth or dentures are not on point. Um, Tell me a little bit about some of those.
Oh, definitely. Natural teeth don't last forever. So what do you think of artificial? Artificial teeth are made out of acrylic, which is plastic at the end of the day. They used to make them out of porcelain, and there was a myth, maybe. They say that it used to be made out of wood back in the day. I doubt that. Um, George Washington was the big, hey, he was the person that wore wooden teeth. Um, you look it up on Google, it says no. It was made out of hippopotamus ivory, I believe, and gold and stuff like that. But dentures in general, they don't last a lifetime. It's the best to change them every 5 to 7 years, just because the amount of grinding you're going to do, and at the end of the day, just like I said, it's plastic, so it does collect bacteria, and it's not good to stay in your mouth for that long of a time, even if you are cleaning them. That's basically how long a denture should last.
Okay.
Maintaining it's another thing. You got to clean it every day, just like you do with natural teeth. You should go back every few years to get them rebased. That helps change the material, put new material in there, and go from there.
Okay. Now, one of my biggest, well, not big, I think my biggest pet peeve is people saying that there's nothing to do in Fort McMurray. Secondary is individuals not always staying in town for local services. Um, Bouncing, going to Edmonton, I think that happens more
Yeah.
often than not.
Yeah.
But like anything, any business that I know, there's always a downside to going down that highway. As far as denturist is concerned, or dentures, why should people get that done locally instead of heading down south?
Well, people go down south because of two reasons. One is either someone told them about somebody to go see, like a dentist referring a friend of theirs that they have in Edmonton, or number two, they believe it's cheaper down there. We match basically Alberta College of Alberta Dentures fee guides, so the price you see with us is the price you see everywhere else. There might be some people, just like any other business or any retail store, you could find something cheaper somewhere else, but you obviously know that the material is going to be cheaper or it's made in a certain way. But yeah, we also do have the cheaper end. We don't really throw it out there because at the end of the day, it is a little less product wise. It's not that great,
Mhm.
but shop local is local to me is it's the same price as Alberta anywhere.
Hmm. And so there was one thing that I was chatting with you about in regards to when you first get your dentures placed in. It's not something where it's just like in and then you're done. There could be potential adjustments that need to be made. So let's talk about that, because if you're down the highway and you put them in, you drive back, there could be some adverse effects of that.
Oh, of course. Dentures is not a one-day process, too. So if you're going to go to Edmonton or somewhere else to get your dentures done, you will be staying there for a while, unless the denturist that's making them is going to be strictly working on you that full day or full few days. There's several appointments that need to be done with a complete set of dentures, and once you actually get them, they need to settle into your mouth for a few days. And while they're settling, they will start to hurt a little bit. So you have to go back just to adjust it and get it in.
Right, right. Okay. Now, in regards to a gentleman in my age bracket and with some pearly white teeth, where at home, unfortunately, you probably can't see because of the mask. But what are things that I could be doing now to avoid potentially having to get dentures in the future, or just giving my teeth a better shelf life?
Listen to your mom and dad. Brush your teeth every day before you go to bed and when you wake up. And if you want, during the day too. Brushing, keeping it clean, just like maintaining your car, man. How do you keep your car going?
Yeah.
You got to clean it. You got to change the oil. You gotta maintain it. Just same thing with your teeth. Everything in the human body needs maintaining, whether it's your teeth or anything else. The exercise for your body, cleaning your teeth, and reading books for your brain.
Yeah, there we go. All right. So now let's get off the subject matter of teeth. Let's get a little bit personal for you here. So I haven't asked anybody this question yet, and I'm not going to give you all 5 of them, but I know you're a man who likes music. What kind of music did you listen to when you were in high school?
Our days, we had rap was the big thing, right? I guess that was.
Right. So
I cooled down a little bit from that. Now it's hip hop that's out there.
Okay, so what I want to know, and I'm not going to go top 5 on you because I don't want to put you on the spot. That's a lot. But let me hear your top 3 rappers from back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
Just to clarify something, I'm not into that these days anymore, right?
Right.
But
right.
You got Eminem. You got.
It's tough.
Oh, buddy, when you start thinking of them
I know. Mine change all the time, so I'm going to give you my top 3 as well. But I can assure you, next week it could be a completely different top 3.
I don't even know the new guys these days. I really don't.
Okay.
Yeah. But
you got Eminem. Who's next?
Well, Snoop Dogg.
Okay.
Eminem and wow, I can't even think of him now.
Yeah.
The guy that's lost gone. What's his name?
Biggie. Tupac.
There
you go. Those are your top 3. Okay.
Those were the top 3.
All right. My top 3, hands down, I'll have to agree with you. Definitely Snoop Dogg in there. One of the most underrated rappers, in my opinion, in regards to doesn't make a lot of lists, is Method Man.
Okay.
Meth Man, he showed up on Biggie's albums. He showed up on Tupac's albums. Like, he's part of a bigger group, obviously, the Wu-Tang Clan. But however, Method Man, that voice, he's killing it. And then I throw in Biggie Smalls.
Oh, okay.
So although I liked East Coast or West Coast rap more than East Coast, Biggie's lyrics just so those are my top 3. So, but you're not listening to anything now. What kind of hip hop are you listening to?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
No Drake. No Childish Gambino.
No. I need to calm down these days.
Well, you know what's funny? I have a little kid now, and he listens to every lyric of everything that comes out. So I can't even listen to top 40. So, because like some of those lyrics, there's no swears, but they're kind of suggestive.
Yep.
So I've been listening to like a crazy amount of like old school, like vintage vinyl, like the Beatles and Led Zeppelin and Jimi Hendrix, because I'm just like, I don't have to worry about anything with those. So that's what I'm listening to now. I like it,
Keep it PG.
but back in the day, like hip hop was everything. So, all right, now we do this randomly throughout the show. We're really going to put you on the spot now. I don't know if you've seen any of the other shows, but we have a segment called the Mac City Minute, where Tanner is going to rattle off a few questions for you quickly off the top of your dome. There is no wrong answer. Try to answer them. Now, this is the hard part that people have been messing up. Tanner's over there, and you're going to want to look at him when he answers the questions. Try not to do that, because when you look at him, you can't talk into the mic. So
I'll
stick here. Tanner, hit him with your questions.
Alrighty, let's go. The first question we have is, what is the best part of having a business in Fort McMurray versus other places?
people know you. People will know you here. Yeah, it's easier to get well, I don't know. I hate the word popular, but it's easier to get popular around town.
And what is it like growing up in a city you now own a business in?
Living the life.
Alrighty, what is a song that you blast in the car when you're all alone?
I just said my own voice would be the song, I guess.
Your own voice.
No, not really. I'm joking.
We're leaving that as the answer. Move on.
And all right, question number 4. What's something that you did growing up that some of the younger viewers wouldn't know Fort McMurray had to do?
I rode my bike everywhere in town. I steal crab apples from every crabapple tree downtown. Don't do it.
Alrighty, and last question. What do you get when you go to Tim's?
Coffee? Is that too obvious for you?
What kind of coffee?
What kind of coffee?
What's in it? What's
A
your
nice warm one. I'm a 1-in-1.
Okay.
With a shot of espresso.
There you go. Those are your questions.
There you go. Little known fact. What do you think about this? I've never actually taken a sip of coffee.
Wow.
Not a sip of coffee my whole day of life.
What, are you programmed or?
I don't know, man. It's just something that from day one, like, never really interested me. And I had a job right when it was an internship. And I remember one day I came in and the coffee machine was broken. I saw all these people just going wild. And I need my coffee. I can't start my day without my coffee. And they literally couldn't start their day without a coffee. And at that point in time, I think I was 19. I was just like, you know what? I'm never going to have a substance that like controls me like that. And so I never had it. And as most people know, I'm already pretty high energy as it is. I'm pretty sure if I took any coffee, that would send me to another planet. So, all right, my man. Well, we're getting to the show. It's end right now. We try to keep it 20 minutes long. So this is the part of the show where I throw to the guest, just because most people are modest, so they don't like to brag about themselves or give a plug. But this is your opportunity for a shameless plug. We want you to be able to tell the people at home, once again, where's your business? How can they find you? What's the name? What's the phone number? What do you do? Let's hear all about your organization.
McMurray Denture Centre. We were located at 10018B Franklin Avenue, right across from A&W there, downtown. You can find us on Facebook. We do have a website. We are upgrading that as we speak. You can call us at 780-791-9940. For the friends that used to talk to us in Thickwood, we still have that number also, 780-743-2333.
Right on. There you go. All right. Well, Fort McMurray, there's another episode. That's week number 2. We have some banging guests coming this week, so please stay tuned for that. We have guests every day this week. I think we're fully booked all the way up until middle of February, so we're booking into a little bit into March now. So for everybody watching live, thank you very much. For everybody watching this recorded, thank you very much. And for everybody watching the clips, once again, thank you very much. My name is Elliot Pierre. This is the Mac City Morning Show. My man, thank you for showing up today. Really do appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Hope you're having a nice day. We'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
What a deadly old way to end another morning show. Later, boss.
It's so ballistic!
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.